Alright, cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dungeon Delvers, the channel of geeky people who delve deep into the realms of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm here with the cast of the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Everyone say hello. I haven't done this in a while.
Hello.
That's fantastic. Everyone's having a great time. Right, we're going to jump straight into tonight's recap because we were mid-battle last time. And so that's how it goes, and that's how it's going to go, and that's how it is. Bada bing, bada boom. So, we're on Act 41, I believe. We did Act 40 last time. I'm not sure if we should do some sort of celebration or anniversary, but maybe that's the thing we should start.
No, that's at 50.
Okay, that's true. Last we left off, the New Dawn are in conquest to stop the shadow surges of monsters who assault Brynn Shander and the nearby towns. All coming presumably from Targos, as this is the first blighted town that has an entity within that is producing some sort of flame bubble effect over the town itself. Regaining their strength, the New Dawn set off to an adjacent conflict happening besides them, but are stopped immediately by the Farmoon's clan leader, Liara Farmoon, who swoops in eagle form to aid you in this conflict, as she sends Lex off to battle to help the fellow Farmoon clan, or as you assume, allies to this conquest. She brings short introductions and made everybody aware of who she is, Jackal in tow, understanding that she is part of a larger or bigger plan or picture. But in haste, you make your way further towards the town, only to be stopped by a figure that resembles a childhood friend, Kane of Oaklynn, who stopped in the road, unresponsive, with a blue crystal on the forehead. With an unsuccessful communication from Oaklynn, he starts summoning dark creatures onto the battlefield. And in aid of this, he starts sending them your way. And that is where we left off, as you are carving and cleaving these shadow entities. But Kane resembles to the back of the battlefield. Now cast a mirror image, so there is a shimmering above him, but still is classed as an enemy, as you can see, as he is trying to stop you in your path. That is where we left. Last. I'll get my teeth in. And we are at the top of the round, and I believe we're back on Kane's go. Yes, Jackal. You got 15-2. Yes, you did. And you need vision.
Yeah, still can you see?
Okay, babe.
Can you see?
Right, I need to remind myself where
Yes, there you go, dude. You should have vision.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So,
what's Kane saying?
top of the round, we have Kane. Again, with the mirror image, you see refracting of this character, just kind of like, there's three of them, but almost shimmering, like, just coming out of this, in particular, figure. They're going to do a few things this turn.
They're shackled.
Yes, they're currently restricted, and they can't move. As they are aware, they will use. Actually, we'll just do it in roleplay. Why not? So, you see Kane's figure just bring the arms up once more. Kind of shadow envelops the whole figure as he grasps his hands together. His eyes glow even brighter, and you see Kane vanish in thin air.
Oh no!
As they reappear right by the figure of Oaklynn.
Oh no!
They're gonna give you a smooch.
And
Oaklynn gonna die. Oaklynn gonna die.
they're going to start a multi-attack, but before they do, they're going to look straight into your eyes, almost looking through them, Oaklynn. You don't see any form of life behind these eyes. You just see the dull, kind of expressionless face with this blue glowing bead on the forehead, this crystal. And you just hear again through your head, "It will have to be this way. Surrender. And He's going to take a short sword attack to your direction.
Okay.
As you see a sword being enveloped in black smoke again, rippling up straight towards your torso. Let's do a quick attack there. Ooh, that's a 6 to hit.
No.
And a second attack your way again, and that is a 13 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, alright, I forgot how squishy you are. Okay, cool.
It's like, oh no.
No, that is 8 piercing damage straight to your chest and your torso. As you just get a bit of blood just spraying out from the side as it hits beneath your new corseted armor.
It's fine.
Let's see what else they can do. I think that is it. Yes, that is it for now. They're going to end their turn there. Next up, the shadow feet creatures. They're going to use their action to multiply.
Not again.
God damn it.
Indeed, you do. So
This is
both
like
of them,
my
you
pet
see,
peeve whenever
you see
I
them,
play JRPGs.
you
Like,
see them
with the-
almost like, you see, what's it called? What's it called when they multiply, when they split? You know, like an evolution where they go off from each other. And they start
Tentacles
splitting.
after each other.
I can't remember what it's called. There's a special word.
Introduce asexually.
So you do see them multiply. That is their action. The ones that haven't multiplied, the ones the original forms, are going to start moving.
Remember, I am 15
You're
feet off the map as
15
well.
feet off the map. Yeah. Just make sure we write that in. That one's going to go to the. Let's have a look how much they can move. Okay. Ooh, they're actually pretty nimble. So this one is just going to be right behind you, Jackal. It is moved. Just got to get the maths right. You're 15 feet away, so that's 35 feet. So it actually gets to you.
Yeah, if they've got 35 feet, all of
They've
them
got
will be able to
40
probably
feet
get to me, I
movement
think.
speed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them will be able to make it to me if they wanted to.
So the ones that haven't, the ones that have mutated can't move. Sorry, no, they can move. Sorry, yeah. So those are going to move over there. Ones that move over there. One's going to move over there towards you. One's going to move towards you. Got 2 at you, Jackal. 2 at Sentry. This one is in range of you, Sentry. So that one's going to move.
Remember to update the map on the OBS, by the way.
Yes, thank you, buddy. And one's going to go to Liara over there. So they're going to split up a little bit. There we go.
Lovely.
Moving. Right, cool. So, a few things are going to happen. Jackal.
Yes.
Let's read this.
Hiya.
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 Hi.
Okay, they're going to get two attacks coming your way.
Yep.
That's a 19 to hit and a 9 to hit.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay, that is 8 necrotic damage as you see one of the shadow figures bring up what you think is their arms and kind of drain whatever life you feel is inside of you. Just droop to kind of one knee, almost feeling powerless, and you get back up and shake it off quite quickly, but you take 8 necrotic damage. And you... Your strength is reduced by 3.
Wow. Well, that's
Whoa.
just a dick move.
Wow.
Jackal's already fucking weak enough.
So, on your character sheet, would you like to just move your strength down by 3 if you can?
I will make a mental note of it because otherwise I feel like I might forget what my actual strength
Yeah.
was.
You're permanently weak.
That's fine. Sentry,
I'll make
to
that.
you. That's a
So
22.
you're gonna me.
Sorry, that's 1 at you. Sorry, Jackal, yeah, take that first. The first one, sorry, the first one did their action. It's actually that first one that hits to you, so that was 19. The second one didn't hit anyway, so that still goes through. Sentry, there's 1 coming at you, not 2. It's 22 to hit.
So, sorry, did I take a hit or did I not take a hit?
You did take a hit, yeah. The first one I
did.
did. was the 19 to hit. So that was in the second one.
Fraser cheating! Fraser cheating!
He can do what he wants, but he will prove it. The DM's fair. You see. The DM's fair.
I'm joking.
But it was the first one to roll, so that was the highest. And this is 22 to hit. That hits Sentry.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, not for you. Right. So that is 11 points of necrotic damage, as you feel the weight of the world is becoming on your shoulders, and you almost drop your sword, and kind of like your strength draws a little bit, and you lose 1 point on your strength total.
Pressure! Push it down on me!
So that's one on you, and
It makes a difference to me, Jam.
He's still going to do like 40 damage.
I'm just gonna turn into a fucking stick.
and, yeah, Sentry's no longer Sentry. And there's one on Liara as well. They're going to do their attack. 8 to hit, that misses. So you see the same kind of necrotic energy coming straight into Liara as she bats it off and kind of parries it away with a magical effect through her spear. Oh, sorry, her staff. So that is their go. These guys are becoming a little bit more tricky. Next up, Saya, and Liara's on deck.
Hello. Seeing Kane teleport over to Oaklynn, he's going to be like, oh shit, she's squishy as fuck. I'm going to go help.
Yeah, boy.
He rocks up behind him and does an attack.
Okay, make an attack roll. I don't think I've snapped him into position. There you go. He's actually there, but you're still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm still behind him.
Yeah, it's just not on grid. That's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. 16 to hit.
16. Da-da-da. 16 hits.
Lovely. So that's 13 damage.
13. What kind of damage is that?
9 slashing and 4 flame/ferromite. So flame is 1d6 and ferromite is just +1.
Yeah, you feel that the attack you have done feels like it went through.
Cool. And
as they took the full damage.
Yeah, and then I would like to do grappling strike.
Okay, cool. What does that mean?
Kind of like get him in like a lock like that. So like, and I'll. Well, yeah. Let me roll for it first.
Yes. Do the rolls.
What do I need to roll for this?
Do the roll.
Do the roll.
I need to remember what to do for this. Let me open it. Grappling strike, creature, melee attack, and your turn expands.
I love it when people read shit fast because they make no sense.
Yeah.
You sound like that guy from that Batman thing.
Luke, remind me exactly what I need to roll. Is it a strength check or a
Your
superiority?
yeah, so it's spend your superiority by
Yeah.
And that to your
athletics
check, and then make an athletics check.
Okay, so superiority.
And
Yeah.
Fraser gets to make a athletics or acrobatics check to
You're echoing, just so you know. You might have to just.
Yeah, you are.
I literally can't do anything else. I've done everything.
Just quickly move so like we can hear him just for 1 second. What did you say, Luke? What do we do?
roll your superiority die, and you do athletics check, Ollie. And Fraser is a contested grapple, so you do athletics or acrobatics, your choice of the dude.
Okay.
Superiority die and then athletics.
Well,
cool.
with mine it's strength anyway, because I don't get those. But yeah. I rolled a 13.
I rolled 11.
Oh, damn. Right, you got a 12, so you were close. So it doesn't go through.
So it doesn't grapple, so you go around to try and... Is it, I'm guessing, to restrain him again?
Yeah.
Quick question about the restrain. So, you've currently restrained him with your...
I haven't restrained him.
Your... spear, isn't it? Your net. Sentry.
Oh no, the chains, they same as the thorny cage that the lady had to put him in. If he's misty stepped out of it, or something, it would fall from him. Yeah,
that's what I thought. I was going to do a check on it, but yeah.
It's all good.
Cool. So that's no longer. He's still movable.
Yeah. It's the one way that wizards get out of really bad shit, Mr.
Yeah,
Sip.
exactly. Right, cool. Just putting that. So you do not manage to grapple, and you go to restrain this figure as you kind of can't get past the kind of blurring figures. Yeah. No, no dice.
Give up and do another attack.
Yeah, go for it. Make an attack roll. Natural 1. You are. You're not. No, you're not flanking.
Can I use my point of inspiration?
You may, if you wish. I'll let you.
I'll roll again. 10 to hit?
10 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay. Fine,
Good try, though. Good try.
Just, are you rolling for the duplicate yet, Fraser?
I am.
Cool.
Okay.
I did on the last one. I didn't do on this one. So just give me a second.
Yeah, because even if it doesn't hit that guy, the AC of the dupe will be different than his.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of my turn.
It probably still wouldn't hit though. Yeah, because it's 10 plus his dex, so
Yeah.
he'd be safe.
The dupe is actually pretty high. But yeah.
You just gotta get that face. Oaklynn would be like, gonna grab it.
I'm not strong. I'm not Thanos.
That's why I was trying to grapple him. So I could keep him still while you go into it.
Do it when Sentry's around. He could be Thanos.
Try.
Okay, yeah. So that doesn't hit. Yeah, that goes for a strike and it doesn't hit. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next one. Is that your go?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So Liara's up. Jackal, you're on deck.
Cool.
So Liara's going to see this thing in front of her. Let's have a look. So you see the aura just kind of get enraged with this figure. As they can kind of tell that the magic that they're using, or whatever kind of divination magic they're using, is kind of trying to depose this figure. As you just see a familiar thing that you saw on Lex, you see a kind of like quiver and quake, and you just see a almost kind of ethereal gold color come from the aura as she spins her staff round, and you see it kind of envelop her body, and you basically see this kind of mist of gold, kind of ethereal energy, and leaving behind it is a huge direwolf. As you see it in hand, but I'm going to see if I can find it. For it. Has Fraser DM got a token for it? We'll find out in a second.
The one that Sentry tried to feed me. It was the hour the whole time.
Yes, we have. And it's classed as a large creature. So, you see
Sentry
in
tried to
place...
feed the hour her me. It's me.
And this direwolf has the gold-silver edge colouring almost down the spine. Very aesthetically pleasing for a wolf, if you must say. The furs are very beautifully coloured, and you do see the kind of elegance in the face as well of this wolf. Not just any wolf. So, they're going to use that, and they are... Let's see... it's going to go for another thorn cage, as you see this figure in this wolf form. Kind of, you see the eyes glow a kind of bright gold colour, and you just see the shadow figure itself kind of stump back as it's going to see if it can make this figure. Let's see what it does. It makes the save. Needs to make a dex saving throw, and it fails. It takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of piercing damage, and it is classed as grappled. Or not grappled. Sorry, it's classed as. Yes, it's grappled. Cool. And it can make a strength save every turn to get out of it. that is going to be her go. Next up, Jackal, and Targo, you're on deck.
Nice, thank you kindly. Okay, Jackal's going to draw swords, and he's going to take a stab at the one in front of him. I'm just going to make sure all the modifiers are off because I don't think any of them apply. Nope. Okay, so first strike on the one directly in front of me.
Okay, make a attack.
19 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Or 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Which one did you hit again? Just remind me.
The one dead in front of Jackal.
Dead in front of Jackal.
South from Jackal.
Okay, how much?
6 o'clock.
10 piercing damage?
10 piercing.
Absolutely. Goes straight through, and you see a bit of the form of this shadow figure just kind of like evaporate into the air almost as you do that.
Nice. Still up.
Yeah, cool.
We'll bonus action slash it again.
No problem.
For a 23 to hit.
23 absolutely hits.
And that's for 7 piercing.
7 piercing damage. Jackal, how do you want to do it on this one?
Hey, nice. What Jackal will do is he will stab one of his swords straight through into like the sort of center chest of this thing.
Yeah.
And using his other sword, he's just gonna spin it round and cleave off the top of its head.
As you do, it kind of just falls to the ground again and just kind of starts to quiver and quake, and it just... And you see this kind of energy of necrotic energy just kind of bubble up inside it. Give me a sec. And you just see it go on the floor, and you just see it kind of thrum as it dissolves and into nothing.
Fantastic. And so I'm 15 feet off plus... That's an extra 20, so yeah, that's 35 feet. Cool, I'm going to move over to... what would you say is the spot for flanking for Sentry? Is it there or there?
Anywhere that or either one is, I would say, because he's large.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. I will go there then, so the other creature does get an attack of opportunity because I didn't actually hit it, so the mobile feat doesn't apply for
Thank you for being honest. They will take a...
You get inspiration point for that, man.
Yeah, I've still got my fast rope inspiration point.
Oh, fair enough. Wasted mine.
They will take a... Let's see if it is actually a reaction. Yeah, they will take another strength drain hit. It's 20 to hit.
20 does hit, yep.
Okay, you take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that one hurt a
and
bit
your
more.
strength is reduced by a further 3.
Oh my god, it reduces every attack?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jackal's gonna struggle keeping himself up.
Yeah!
So as you run across and you run straight towards Sentry, you see, almost like in Harry Potter, the, what are they called? What are they called, Ollie? What did you say? Yeah, them. I don't remember the name. So basically you see this kind of energy just get sapped from you, and as you do, you see your arms and your muscle just kind of like become like crinkled and shivered, and you don't feel as strong as you used to.
Jackal's now an old man. He's like,
whimpering away. Yeah, okay, cool. That's the end of Jackal's.
It's just like,
fuck! My one character trait!
Next up is Targo.
Quick question. If a creature is grappled, does it automatically fail a dex saving throw?
Ooh, good question.
I don't think it does. It might be disadvantage.
It might be disadvantage, yeah. I just need to check.
What?
I mean, it's my game. I will probably make that.
My game, my rules.
Yeah.
As an FYI, Fraser,
Yes.
I've got a concentration spell, so I have made a con save and I have passed 21, so I'm just making you aware.
Thank you for that. So, yeah, it's with disadvantage, I would say.
Okay, we'll see in that this creature over here is grappled. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it. And
Yeah, absolutely.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
15.
So it's dex save with disadvantage, and you can see the thorns around it. These kind of, they're not real thorns. They're not like real from like a plant. They're almost kind of this ethereal thorns that are around it, kind of encaging it. Dex save with this. It does a 4.
Oh.
But it rolled an 18 as well, so you're very lucky.
So that takes 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. How would you like to do this on this one, mates? As you
Is
see, it just kind of implodes.
The spell explains it as flame-like radiance that descends on the creature, so everyone just sort of sees this radiant flame sort of above the creature just slowly start to engulf and take over this creature, and the sort of shadowy entity just sort of disappears as it starts
It's a
to
fire element.
Nice,
Is
just
that-
kind
is
of
that
this
your
flame.
first
And what you do see with this radiant energy, the shadow itself kind of goes to the ground, and you don't see any of that radiant thrum of whatever ability it uses when it goes down, and it is dead.
Targo, is that your first kill?
It's not, no.
It's not.
Just gonna
What
mute
was
it.
your first kill?
He just got a wing. I think he blasted one of the other ones before.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, he did.
I was really happy for you, but then.
Okay,
Yeah.
Targo, is that your go?
It's not. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. I'm going to move there.
No
So I can see
problem.
a bit more what's going on.
Yeah, no problem at all. Fantastic turn. Awesome, Oaklynn, you're up. Sentry, you're on deck.
Sweet. I'm going to move here, still within 5 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
In my mind, I'm gonna. Are you there? I could use your help right now. Do I get a response?
The Nine Tails.
Roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
Ooh.
Okay. Because I got a nat 20 in my persuasion.
You did,
just fine.
so okay, you get this with advantage.
Rolled 20 plus my proficiency.
Yes.
8.
Oh, wow!
Woo!
Jesus, 23!
I think I did that wrong.
Right over.
No, I did that wrong. Ignore it.
Oh, what? What
Huh?
did you do wrong?
I just said roll 20 plus 3. I was like, not right twice in a row. Oh!
Yeah, roll a d20 and a 3, not 20 plus 3. 'cause
I rolled a 20, guys!
Yeah.
I got an 18!
Right. Okay. So. Fucking hell. Excuse my French.
23! Oh my god!
These people who I'm playing with, what the hell?
In 2 years, I still can't
Still
fucking
18 though.
Oh yeah, we're coming up to 2 years.
We are!
I know, it's mad. Right, so, as you are communicating with this, and you have done so in the last few rounds, and over the last, I would say the last few days, if anything, you've been really trying to see and be with this entity that's protected you your whole life. And what I will say is, give me a sec. You feel almost kind of this twitch and shake as your arms begin to turn black ethereally, and this blackness comes all the way up your arms and through your chest and down into your torso, and you feel it taking over your neck. The rest of you find that Willow's form is changing, and you see that the black over her eyes is kind of going over, and you just almost see it's kind of like demonizing in a way. As you see hold on. And you see
She's got a demon inside.
and you see almost for a moment you just see Oaklynn's form, kind of this these black eyes, kind of this demonic form, black everywhere, as she's rippling this smoke effect, very similar to what you've seen in Targos. And now what happens is, as you see this, a moment passes as she looks around, and it kind of twitches and quakes, almost kind of very kind of unnaturally. And you see the form of Oaklynn, you just see the complexion go back to a colour, slowly drains down, and in the floor you do see rising up next to Oaklynn is another humanoid form beginning to take its form, and it's growing and it's molding and shifting, and it almost becomes, if anyone's played Kingdom Hearts, it goes into one of these black entities, and you see standing next to Oaklynn is a black shaded humanoid entity.
No shit.
I see.
Clone jutsu. Shadow clone. That's cool.
And I'll put that up in a
What
second.
class do I have to play to do this?
You have to play Fraser's campaign. That's what you have to do.
Homebrew, yeah, boy.
Oh, is it a homebrew thing? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
That's pretty fucking cool though. What the fuck?
it is pretty cool. For now, Oaklynn, until I make the character art, I'm just going to put. I'm going to dupe you over.
Put a Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, just like you said.
Basically, yeah. Why not? I mean, minus the copyrights. But no, you're not dead.
You don't sue.
I'm going to put another. For now, I'm just going to put this eye of shadow figure is right by you until I find the artwork for it.
So it's separate from me.
Yes. I'm.
So if I tried to use an ability that I couldn't use it, I assume.
In what way? What do you want to use?
So like my enraged shadow, I assume because it's not with me anymore, I can't use it. Just out of curiosity.
Give it a go if you like.
Shit.
You may waste a turn, but
I could do. Okay. Well, that's changed everything.
Make a very quick. In fact, make a very quick Arcana check with advantage for me. While you're in this
Okay. 15 over.
15. With a 15, you check yourself over in terms of just taking stock for 5 minutes, and for the moment you've got, and you're looking towards this figure that's just came out of the ground, and you look towards yourself, and you don't feel any of the connection you had before. You feel that this connection has now left your body in its own figure, in its own entity.
Okay. How tall is it?
Same height as you.
I was about to
Does
say,
it
yeah,
look
I thought
like
it would be
me?
a microphone.
Say again.
Does it look like me, or does it just like shadowy?
At the moment, it is, I would say, silhouette. It is like a
Silhouette.
smoking silhouette. There's no features, there's no obvious kind of texture or detail to this thing. It has just got 2 arms, 2 legs, a torso, and a head. And it is
Okay.
It is just smoking around.
Fuck. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there, because I am gonna be hurting if I don't. Out of curiosity, actually, I don't know DM rules. Usually it's at disadvantage, but if I try to do a ranged spell attack, I assume it's disadvantage if he's right next to me.
What's the spell?
Well, it's just any ranged spell attack. I've got multiple.
I would say for this campaign,
So usually it's disadvantage, but I'll ask a question. If it is,
I'll be 100% honest, I've never liked that rule. So I'm going to say no, it's not.
I'll take it.
Luke's
Because
face.
I don't see personally, I don't see how it should make sense. For this battle, no, it doesn't.
Oh yeah. Someone go send. I got
on Brad.
I got some
bullshit going on.
Going on the DM.
Hey, my rule.
Okay.
He doesn't like the roll.
Oh, me. We don't have cones, do we, in this game?
What?
I'm going to fire Scorching Ray
Okay.
at him. I believe it's 3 rays? Yeah,
3
3 rays.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Right.
Which figure, sorry?
To Kane.
Oh, to Kane. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Brilliant. Go for it.
Try and weaken the fuck out of here.
I have to kill him.
Knock him out!
Yeah, make 3 attack rolls, I believe.
3,
Goddamn.
1. That's a. Wow! When did I get advantage? I'm joking. 2, 3.
Okay. So, I mean, let's just have a look.
I was going to be cheeky and ask for advantage, but it is a ranged spell attack, so I feel like that'd be really cheeky.
Yeah. For this one, for purposes I'll tell you after, you don't get a disadvantage. But yes, so I will say that you go and fire out these. How do the Scorching Ray look on Oaklynn now?
So instead of like darker colours, it would be like really light purples, just like starting to emanate this purple flame, which then flickers into a dark fiery ember of red and oranges. And I'm going to hurl 3 of them that are going into the circle, and then one at a time just hurl them straight at him.
Okay, just bear with me, I'm just going to make a few rolls.
Yeah.
Nice.
So either get rid of him and get him down, not get rid of it, but like get him down, or get rid of his clone.
Mm-hmm.
And I will shout that I need little help.
I really wish that grapple strike worked, because then I could have held him still, so you could have been like, boop.
Try and take it out, if not concentrate the energy on it.
Yeah, exactly. I might try again.
Okay.
See.
So that's
You only have one spirit already done, surely. Just
But you still grapple him.
Oh, I only have one, do I?
you still grab.
okay.
Yeah, I can still
So
grab.
this is how it goes. You go and fire one out, really close, point blank. But as you do, your arm kind of slips under itself as you're getting distracted by this kind of. Not only is it Kane, but also the mirror image that he's got up. The second one, again, you miss. The third one, you really focus and look straight at him, and you go straight in, point blank, hand out, and you see this purple energy just smack straight into the chest of the original Kane, and does 8 fire damage. Good.
Oh shit! Nice. Okay. So wait, I hit 2 duplicates, or do I miss one?
You missed
hit a
2.
duplicate and hit him.
You missed.
I missed 2.
Yeah, you missed 2. And, yeah, I know. You missed 2, and you hit Kane on one of them.
So wait, is DC
Interesting.
must be 15 then?
Yeah. Well, I got 15 on one of them.
Just remember, I have to roll to see what it hits.
The dupes get yeeted if they hit the dupe. So we haven't hit a dupe yet. Only hit Kane. This phrase is rolling bad.
Really, really bad. Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you after. But yeah, I'm rolling really bad.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Do I risk it? He's after me.
Do whatever.
I'm going to get the fuck out of there. GTFO.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to use face step.
Nice. Woo.
Because he's after my ass.
Just remind me what face step does again.
I can. It's basically Misty Step, but it's an ability I have instead of a spell.
Right.
So just like a spall of energy comes up behind me, which would be snow because of the element we're currently in.
Okay, cool.
And then I'd appear elsewhere, which will be over here next to the wolf.
Where?
Oh.
No problem
And then
at
I'm going to step behind the wolf
all. Okay, you can do that. No problem at all.
Doggo.
and prep myself for the next hit I'm probably going to take.
I mean, that's a nice one. It's a good way to put it, I suppose.
Yes. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, cool.
Sorry it took so long, guys.
No, not a problem at all. I mean, that's a really cool turn. A lot of stuff has happened. We've had some.
No, it doesn't. Basically, my step, I don't take any attack of opportunities. It's just.
No, I thought that an ability came from when you did it then. Like, it gets scared or something, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
He has to make a charisma saving throw of 15, otherwise he's got to be frightened of.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let's make that roll.
Thank you, Luke. I forgot I had that ability.
We have Law Keeper and Spell Keeper, Luke. What is it? What save? Wisdom?
Charisma saving throw of
Charisma.
15.
Oh, wait.
Otherwise
So-
he's frightened of me.
You see, for the first time, you see in Kane's face an actual reaction as the eyes bulge over as you disappear into the distance, and he is classed as feared, as scared.
Yeah. I don't know what frightened does.
They can't go towards you, and they have attack to disadvantage. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Even better. So, ta-da! Thank you, Luke.
well played.
End of
well
my
played.
turn.
Yeah, that's really good. The heart, the stricken
Maybe it'll
heart
make
of
it easier to grapple him.
scared. Say again.
Maybe it'd be easier to grapple. So someone
You never know. I just run after him and he's like, ah!
He's like,
Yeah, but for the first time, you do see a reaction in actual Kane's face, rather than the diamond that's taken over. Anyway,
Amazing. End of my turn. Sorry, guys.
no problem. Sentry, you're up, and Athena, you're on deck.
Q beans. Just looking at Jackal, as I'm sure his strength is probably shit low. Does he look as though he is literally bones cracking?
Yeah.
As he's wandering around?
Well, the thing is, because Jackal's been covered with armor all this time, he is quite toned. But what you do see is some of the armor's starting to slip off his side, and you do see kind of the jawline of wherever the mask stops. You do see it kind of, yeah, it's a lot closer to the skin.
Biceps no longer bulging.
No longer bulging. Sentry's hasted, did you say? By the way, sorry.
Yeah, I still am, yeah.
Okay, let me put hasty sign on you. That's fine. Bzzz, hasty sign. Cool.
Alright.
I'll put it in the chat again just in case, Fraser.
Thank you.
sorry, man.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to hasted attack the one here, just up above me, so advantage.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
And a 12 to hit. Ooh,
12, let's have a look. These guys are pretty squishy. That hits. That's its AC.
Nice, reroll one of the damage die, much better. Another 4 to that, 17 plus 22.
Oh yeah, how do you want to do this?
Okay, just
Easy.
get down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then. Damn. Ah, no, I fucked myself. Why did I not hit that one? Anyway. Okay. Am I able to... if I, in my hasted state, put my blade away as my bonus action and then go towards Jackal, spending my second action, am I able to pick him up and hold him up above me? Out of range of these. Just like bending him as much as I can up above.
Please don't snap me, I'm already weak.
So when you're hasted, you get double speed and you get +2 to your AC, right? That's what happens.
Not double speed, no. Just +2 AC, Dex saves advantage, and you gain an extra action. But you say
Yeah, an additional action. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to action, put your sword away, and then
bonus
action.
action, yeah.
Pick
and
up.
Action, last action, pick him up, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's very small. You can do that. I won't even make you roll for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool. I will pick him up, and I will...
He's currently 10 feet away from you, just letting you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I'm needing to, I'll have gone towards him, so
Okay.
the click down below me take an attack.
Yeah, they will take an attack of opportunity.
Go for
Move
it.
this guy out of the way. So, let's have a look. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, exactly my AC.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Even with the haste.
Yeah, that
Okay.
brings it up to 17.
Okay, that's 7 points of necrotic damage.
How
Yep.
much pace to add?
Just 2.
And that's 1 strength less than you had before. As
Yeah.
it cracks your armor just slightly.
Cool. All right. And I'll pick Jackal up, and so action to grapple him. So I'll make it so that his tokens facing on that point there. Then. And woo!
Where do you want to put him?
Just to put it there, just in case we need like token position. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna literally be holding him as much as possible up high.
Yeah, you can do that. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, because he just looks like he's gonna fucking die if they sap anymore. Yeah. Just because, obviously, to be like, I'm going to lift him out of combat range. If Razor, since I've completely and utterly thrown defense for the wind, if you want to give them advantage, that makes sense. I'd be happy for that. But
Okay.
that'll be what I'll do.
Who dies?
Okay.
Because that is where he'd be holding him. I'm just holding him fucking out of their range, so I'm just like,
Okay.
That's all I'm focused on doing. But yeah, and that will be the end of my go. I'll move back over to here, but that'll be the end then.
Okay.
Yep.
So, next up is Athena, and then Kane's go.
Nice. Athena, her ears are going to prick up as she, with her connection with Jackal, she can almost feel the strength be sucked out of him as she realises actually how much danger Jackal has just managed to get himself into. So she is going to sprint over here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the three dude will get an attack of opportunity or not. I don't know, state of restraint or anything like that. But
Where was Athena before?
she was on one of the mirror's image people. I think it was there.
If that's the case, you will get an attack of opportunity
Yeah, she'll take it.
from Kane, unless he's done one. I don't think he has this time. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. But he gets attacks with disadvantage because he's frightened. Or is it towards the one he's scared of?
No, even if he has visual of
That's
Oaklynn,
it.
then
If it's a visual, yeah. Thank you.
yeah, he's spookified. Spookified!
So he will make a attack with disadvantage. So that's one short sword with disadvantage coming your way. Even with a disadvantage, that is 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 7 points of piercing damage.
7. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then she... What's she going to do? Jackal's in danger. Athena, I mean, she's pretty clever. But up to you. She's going to quickly do a visual assessment of how Sentry's doing, holding Jackal up. Seeing how vulnerable Sentry is right now. What's his current state of affairs?
It's still looking pretty Gucci.
Still looking pretty Gucci. Okay, that's fine. In that case, she will attack one of the shadow people. She's going to, with ferocity, trying to defend Jackal. Going to do a bite.
Okay, go for it. I will let you do a pounce if you wanted to, just so you know, because obviously you run straight to it.
It's okay. We'll stick with the bite for this one, please.
No worries.
But thank you for the offer.
12 does hit.
For 5 piercing.
Absolutely,
please.
makes purchases. She tears away this kind of ethereal, fleshy core, and you see that this shadow figure just starts to dissipate a little bit.
Lovely, thank you. That's the end of Athena's turn.
Okay. Kane's go. So, what will he do? It tells me that. I've completely right, when I'm looking at these things, I completely forget about spell slots, and it tells me where it is, and I just completely forgot about it. Don't know why, like, just passed my mind. So, they're going to use a legendary action. And it's not actually... We'll describe it and see what you make of it. And what Kane is going to do, seeing this figure in front of him, is he's going to basically... Almost... You see the hand come out. I want Oaklynn to make a perception check. Oh, also Saya as well, with advantage. So, Oaklynn normal, Saya advantage.
10.
That's a 19 from me.
19. So, Saya, unfortunately, you don't see it quite as well because you are otherwise in battle and you see it from behind. But Oaklynn, you do see as the arm comes up to cast this spell, whatever's going on, you see it resist almost. It goes up and then goes down and goes up again. It's almost like somebody's fighting back. As
He's still in there.
you see the hand straight out to this figure. But this is where it gets interesting. I would like you, Oaklynn, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh God, he's just targeting you, man. Damn.
I'm his target. That's why I ran.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's true.
That's a 16. Is that bad?
That's exactly what you needed. That is mad. Right. So, you see this kind of entity. You see basically Kane put the hand out. The crystal starts glowing rapidly into this almost rainbow effect of colours, and you see the hand kind of quiver and shake, and you see this blue beam of like energy just ripple from the hand, and it goes towards the shadow figure, the one that just came out of you, Oaklynn, and you see it cripple and fight it back, but you just see it wear off and nothing happens. But with that perception check, you do see the crystal cracks ever so slightly.
Oh. Okay.
And at this point, because this has happened, I'm going to send you a link to the character sheet of your entity, and it is now in your control. As you feel...
Oh, shit!
As you feel the tether broken between two combatants, and it feels weakened, but then it feels stronger on your end, and it just looks towards you. You see its face just go towards you and looked back at Kane, and just kind of even more fierce with a more fiercer posture. So I'll send you that straight through to you.
Okay.
So bear with. Lots of buttons.
Where is what's-her-face?
She the wolf.
Oh, she turned into the wolf? Oh.
Yeah, she did. I've sent you that as a message, so just let me know if you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any questions about it, just know that I can roll for you as well, if you haven't got that set up.
I'll have a read through it while I run.
Okay. Okay, next up, I believe... actually, no, he's going to finish his go. What else can he do? So that was a legendary action. He's going to use his action. He's not classed as grappled anymore, so... what are they going to do? You're the nearest threat, Saya, so they're going to turn around and face you.
Hello.
In frustration,
Oh,
in frustration, you see Kane try to turn around, but then almost resists again. But then eventually turns around and faces you, Saya, and they are going to cast. Dun dun dun. The tension's killing you.
What did Chloe do?
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
DC 15. Oh!
bitch!
The exact amount. What is going on? That is insane. Brilliant. So, you see Kane's hand just reach out with his other palm, and the other one retracts back as it tried to do whatever it did with the figure, but brings the second arm out to you and places it on your arm very briefly, and you see this almost smoke energy just come straight into you, and it feeds through your soul and goes straight through you, but you manage to fight it off and push back, but you still take quick maths.
Quick maths.
So 17 points of necrotic damage.
17?
Yes.
Fucking hell!
I will tell you now that was halved.
What the fuck? What the fuck is okay? 1, 2, 3.
Rachel.
Okay, well, Saya starts to foam at the mouth again. It's like,
Okay, cool.
That damage.
Good to
Not
know.
again.
Calm down.
That's at the minute.
Yeah. Well, Saya was originally going to get out the crystal out of his head, but I don't think he cares about that anymore.
No, he's gonna slash it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, amazing. That is its go. It is now the shadow figure's go. Now,
You can't touch me.
Sentry, unfortunately, this valiant act is going to probably cost you a bit. That is a 15 and a 22 to hit on 2 attacks.
15, no, 22, yeah.
Okay, on the 22, you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Your
Have
strength,
you added +2 to your AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 19.
There's no way I get 22.
Your strength is reduced by a further 3.
Ooh, Achawanga. Yep.
Okay.
You should just like throw Jackal away like a baseball.
Battle, swing.
Yeah. Woo!
One of the throws just turns into a baseball bat.
Yeah.
You'll see the Dawn. Oh no, he's not holding it in his hand. So instead, you'll see that the plates around his shoulders and arms are still holding you up perfectly strong. But they seem as though they're cracking and withering in points.
Yeah, just like almost like ice breaking, like yeah.
Still got 14 though, but yeah, a lot less than 19.
I was making a roll to see what this one will do, but it's going to attack you. It's not going to use its multiply ability. So thank you, lucky stars. That is a 13 to hit, so it misses.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be their go. Next up is Saya and Liara. Wolf form is on deck.
Okay, let me do a wisdom save.
Currently, you see Kane in front of you, staring straight at you.
19. Okay, cool. So Saya is kind of like he's got like veins popping out of like his temples. He's like what did you say? When
No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's like he's like really trying to like focus. He's like got like bloodshot eyes, and he like comes back into control. He's like, no, I need to get out of here. This is bad. So then he moves over to Sentry over here. Remind me, did these guys do attack of opportunity? I can't remember. The shadow dudes.
Wait, you've just moved away from Kane, right?
Yes.
Because it's been his turn again. He's regained his reaction, so he will use an attack of opportunity.
Fuck.
So good. He's got dis.
He's got disadvantage at the moment.
He has, yeah.
He has to make wisdom saves, doesn't he? To get out of that. I'm just trying to think how does he get away from fear. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
So it'll be on your Eladrin sheet.
It should be there. creature
Bacon,
can make
sorry?
a wisdom saving throw and a successful save. It doesn't say, is it an action?
And,
Yeah,
wait, no. It's just until the end of the next turn, so.
Oh, so it's still feared for now.
Yeah. When it gets to the end of
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Him being scared. Yeah, it's the end of my next term.
End of your next turn. Oh, brilliant. So he's still, it's still with disadvantage. Right, okay, cool.
Yep.
Amazing.
Sorry, I should have
So,
said.
attack of opportunity. That's a 12 to hit.
Misses.
Brilliant. So he goes out with the short sword, kind of tries to get the back of your legs as you run away, and just hits the floor. But you still see kind of the breathing kind of, yeah, it builds up within Kane's body. It's like kind of scared at the same time.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I didn't want to move there. I want to move there. Sorry. So say I'll move there.
These dead bodies you can go over, by the way.
Oh, I can go over these guys?
Yes, they're dead, so...
Okay.
they're
I'll go there then, so I'm flanking this boy
Yeah,
here. And I'll do an attack roll.
no problem. Make attack with advantage.
Oh, come on!
Tell the people at home what you got.
I got a natural 1.
Twice.
Double nat one.
2 natural 1.
2 snake eyes, bro. Right, cool. Brilliant.
I'll try again then.
Yeah, bonus action, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. With
There you
advantage.
go. You're good.
23.
That absolutely hits, my friend.
Okay, so that's 16 damage.
Brilliant. 16 damage. How do you want to do this one?
Since Saya's still kind of gone into feral mode since, he's been hit, he's just kind of... Whoever sees this, you've never really seen Saya this kind of... He looks very panicked, I guess. And he's just kind of like, oh, just get away from me! Everything's gonna die! Kind of like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
And
brilliant.
he just slices it down and shreds it apart.
Okay, shreds it apart, goes down. You see it kind of evaporate. It thrums for a second, the energy that it leaves out, and it just dies and just goes into the ground.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
And he'll just kind of like back up against Sentry to kind of squash together, keep everyone together.
Yeah, cool.
That'll be the end of the turn.
No problem. Give me a sec. Liara's go. Is that your turn? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. Let's have a little smooch. Liara in direwolf form is going to move. Ooh, good movement.
Wolf Bros!
Yeah.
Hurrah.
Should remember this from my previous campaigns. Wolf form is good form. Gonna go to this one. Straight ahead of you, look around. Actually, we'll make a roll to see what she does actually. On a 1 and 2, she does something, and a 3 and 4, she does something else. 1 and 2,
Nice.
let's do it. 1 and 2, is it 1? Yeah, so it's gonna go that way. Gonna go straight up to the entity, kind of turn around and look towards it, go past it as it looks like, for her point of view, it looked like that Kane was attacking it, so it doesn't see it as hostile. And the direwolf is going to make a swift bite attack.
No.
But also, it will do it with advantage because one of its allies is close. Which is a 20 to hit. That's 15 points of piercing damage, and it must make a DC 13 strength saving throw. Right, so let's just do this for Kane. First off, we need to see what I hit. So many rolls for this. It actually destroys one of the dupes. As you see, it goes straight in and bites Kane, but doesn't, and it realizes that it goes away, and Kane steps to the right, and then the bite goes into one of the duplicates, and it just shatters, almost like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Finally, I have to roll above a 6. Nice phrase.
Not a 6, an 8. You have to roll above an 8 with 2 dupes, 6 with 1 dupe. So.
Oh, I didn't know we got any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's got
I
9.
never rolled above an 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, because isn't it like 3,
Yeah,
you have
6, 8,
3's 11,
Yeah.
and then 8, and then 6.
So,
Like,
one of them is shattered, and you just see the fading of this kind of duplicate as Kane is still shivering, but not as much. It makes it a little bit easier to hit. So, that is going to be her turn. Jackal, you're up, and Targo, you're on deck.
two choices here. One's a safer play, one's... What?
That's why I just imagine Jackal like in the air going.
Armor falling off him because his plates don't fit anymore.
It's like shrinking.
How weak are the shadow dudes looking? How weak?
Okay, so you look down from Sentry's strong arms, and you go look at the floor, and you see the one directly above you is kind of. You've seen it now because you've seen a few of them die. You see the entity itself kind of is almost kind of shivering in and out of existence. The one to the right is no damage whatsoever.
Okay, so the one directly below is shivering in and out of existence.
Yes. No, the one here is shivering in and out of existence. It's one.
Okay, I'm going to do what I think Jackal would do. And I'm going to take a shot at him.
That's how you play D&D. Yep, make that shot.
As Jackal pulls out his bow, literally almost this time struggling to pull the bowstring back with his weakened state.
Absolutely, why? It's like it's become so much
really
harder.
Struggling. But he's really trying. He's literally grappling on the will to live. He takes his shot for a 24 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Nice. That's for 8 piercing.
Not going to make you roll any damage because there's no point. As it goes straight through the core of this thing and it just shatters and just evaporates into the ground. But you do see that thrumming energy on the floor again, but it just dissipates into the ground.
Yes!
Cool.
Yes!
And Jackal will also teleport down to where his arrow
Oh
fired.
shit, okay. Yeah. Happy days.
So he will teleport out of Sentry's hand down to where the arrow was. Also, let me just double check something because I completely forgot about it last session, but I do remember it this session.
Only Luke knows about it.
Yep. Grave. So, roll half the number of sneak attack dice for your level, so 1d6, and I get to choose a second creature within 30 feet that's nearby. So, I'm going to pick this guy to take 1d6 damage, so he takes 4 necrotic damage.
Nice. Really cool, mate. Great team.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that absolutely takes damage.
And then we're going to move away.
And then
20,
just keep going.
30, 35. And what we're going to do behind here is we're going to bonus action hide.
Bonus action what?
Bonus action hide.
Hide. Make a stealth check for me, please.
So much shit. It's amazing.
For the shit!
26.
Fuck.
Wow.
You think you're hidden?
That's so good.
You think? I think he knows.
Jeez.
Nice. Is Jackal sort of running? Well, not running away. Is Jackal's
Well, he is.
tactically
Coward.
withdrawing?
running
Tactically
away.
withdrawing from the situation.
He's running away, though.
He's going to look behind at
Withdraw.
Sentry and just give him like a big thumbs up and like a nod down as if to say thank you.
You just see behind the rock, you just see Jackal's thumb like that, and then he just goes back.
Really struggling to lift his arm up. though,
Yeah.
to give-
Yeah, he holds his arm up.
That armour is getting heavy on you, mate. Right, cool.
And that is the end of Jackal's turn.
Great go, mate. Really great go. Right, next up is Targo and Oaklynn. You're on deck. So far, in front of you, you do see kind of the battlefield as like there are divots in the snow and the ground where these things have exploded and just kind of either evaporated into the ground or done some damage or whatever. There's only one shadow figure left directly in front of you. And also you see Kane in combat with a huge direwolf.
Get him.
What would you like to do?
Direwolf kind of scares me a little bit. So
What I will
I'm
say
going-
is both Sentry and Jackal, which you did see obviously run off, don't look too good in terms of their health. They're not bad, but they don't look in full fighting form.
Neither am I.
And neither is Say. Sorry, you've got yeah. Sorry, hold on. Where are you gone? You're here, aren't you? There you are. Yeah, cool.
My
Yeah.
original plan was to heal Jackal and say, because he's the only one that came to find me in the pub when I was getting drunk, I choose Jackal over the other two, but he's gone off and hit, so I don't know anywhere he's going.
See Jackal just stick his arm out.
Seeing Sentry take a few hits. Whilst trying to keep Jackal away.
Sentry's no good. He's Sentry.
How good.
I don't know what to do.
If you don't know what to do, make a roll.
You know what to do. Just attack the thing that's nearest to you.
Athena, no!
I attack Sentry.
I am going to. Yeah, do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to walk up towards this last. Does that last shadow creature look injured?
You see it kind of. Parts of its form are flickering slightly.
Yeah, go get it.
Not too bad, but yeah.
Right, I am going to walk towards that creature. I've got 30 feet. Am I within 30 feet of it?
Let's have a look. You are not. No, you are 35 feet away from it.
35.
Never mind.
You can walk 30 and you'll be right next to it. Though.
You can move closer to it if you need to.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to get melee range.
That is melee range, isn't it?
Yeah. So you be if you use your full movement, you will be right by it.
So I'm going to get into range and make an attack with my short sword.
Yeah, cool.
I need to move.
I've moved for you. Do you want to move there? Okay.
There.
And that might be just out your area.
That one.
Yeah, that was
No,
30.
I mentioned that. That was in range.
30 feet will get you.
Who's there?
Because he's 35 feet away, so... yeah, actually, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, I just forgot where he was. Yeah, you can move there.
Because of Sentry's size, is that classed as flanking?
It is classed as flanking.
Advantage!
Beautiful.
So you get attack with advantage if you wish.
Attack with my short sword. Well, 23 to hit.
Woo!
No, that doesn't. Yeah, of course it doesn't.
And I was just reading stuff before. What was it? There we go. So I've got Divine Strike on each of my turns. When I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can deal an extra 1d8.
1d8, yeah.
Radiant
And you can pump that more if you have. I think it's more a higher level. You can do that.
Wait, how much did the short sword do? Oh, there we go.
So that's 23 to hit. Is it? Oh, with advantage, yeah.
Hit. The short sword did 5, and the Divine Strike did 3.
5, 6, 7. So 8 damage in total.
It's 5 piercing and 3 radiant.
Okay, so look.
Crush my cock with a rock, I must. Maximum pain I must endure.
Ooh, so you do see the radiant energy just go straight through it. As it kind of glows this. I mean, just describe how the radiant energy looks, just for us. This is also the first time we've seen Targo make an attack with any weapon as well.
Ooh.
He's the big boy.
As he's a claimant of protection.
There's a guy left, so now I didn't mind getting too close to him. Yeah, this sort of the blue, the radiant sort of follows the same theme of in blue and bright, sort of bright blue colour. Sort of as it goes through him, so the sword lights with the blue, bright blue radiant damage as it hits him.
It's almost like a gleam to it. It's like a persistent colour as it goes.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, as it goes straight through. Nearly, as you see, it forms just barely keeping together. As that did some extra damage because of the radiant. You felt that go through.
Yeah, and because that didn't kill him, I'm just gonna sort of stand there and lift my shield up ever so slightly, and be like, I was hoping that would finish him off.
You just see it there, just kind of like, just standing there, kind of making this growl noise, just kind of looking around. Yeah, like a creeper in Minecraft. Or a zombie. So, next, is that your go?
It's the end of my go, yes.
Oaklynn, you're up. Sentry on deck.
It is me.
Hey, I'm just putting. If you're war domain, I don't know if you know, but you can make a bonus action attack as much as you're wisdom, I think. As if you are.
No, I'm not war domain.
No!
What the fuck is he?
I could have killed him! What the fuck was Targo?
I don't know. I can't get it. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. This motherfucker up here, I can see everyone's having a bit of difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
A bit of difficulty.
I'm going to firebolt.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Firebolt.
So that should be 2d10. Hello? Aren't you rolling? 11?
Just
That's
misses.
a really crap roll. It's
Just
2
misses.
natural 1.
Yeah, wow. So you go out to get this fireball out, you throw it straight towards, and you just see the bit of snow just before. It just kind of explodes right in front of you, Targo.
I'm just gonna go, oh shit, Sentry gets him!
Sentry, take out the trash!
As I'm still concentrating on, still got, green circles going around, clock around my arms, try and keep him moving
you've
fast.
almost got, these ethereal clocks going around your arms. Just kind of...
I'm going to move here.
hands. Yes.
Be closer.
Okay.
And then my thing, what to call it? My thing. It's the thing now.
Call it Barry.
Barry. So Barry is going to move towards. I don't have control, so move towards Kane.
You do have control. I'm joking, but you do. You don't, but you do.
Yeah, he's gonna move here.
You should have control now.
Can't
you move-
move it.
can you move
I can
it?
move him.
Yeah.
I can move Barry.
Barry. That's actually. It's actually an
I-
acronym.
Want to try something.
Okay.
Would it be difficult? I'm not sure what it would be like for Barry.
Yeah.
But if it's got a hologram in a way going on, would it be able to grasp on, or would it be like? Yes, I don't know. I'd ask for your discretion here.
So
Would he be able to
are you
grab
trying
onto
to
him?
grapple him?
I'm trying to grab the stone.
Are you trying to grab the stone? Okay,
Yes,
so
I'm
first,
trying
yes.
to grab him to get the stone. So I'm Thanosing in, sort of thing.
Okay, so first thing I would need from you is to grapple him, but because he's got this mirror image, it is a disadvantage because there are 2 of him.
Right.
So I would need you to make a
If he's scared, I'm joking. No, it's fine.
he's not scared of that. He's scared of you. But yes, that's right. So
I mean, technically it is her.
it is, but this is where it gets weird. So I would like a contested strength throw, please, if that's what you would like to do.
Okay. So you said disadvantage.
I mean, you both have straight rolls, pretty much.
It's straight rolls.
I mean,
So-
both.
That is.
Yeah, he's still scared to the end of your next turn. So this is your next turn. So it's not your end.
Yeah. How many?
You have disadvantage because of the mirror image. He has a disadvantage because he's scared.
How many actions? Does it get 1 action unless it uses its?
I unplugged my headphones. Go on, say again.
So just to get an understanding,
Yes.
it's got a multi-attack.
Mhm.
So I assume that would obviously be 2. But how many actions do you have to?
So it's not a multi-action; it's a multi-attack. So
So it has 1 action, and then it has a multi-attack if I use its ability.
if you use an action, you can't attack. So that's an action.
Yeah, that's fine. Just confirm.
Yeah. So if you want to do a multi-attack, that would cost all your actions.
Oh, 6.
6. It might do worse. We'll find out in a minute. He rolled A 6? I'm not even joking you. I am not even joking you. It is a 6. So
I assume we do another one.
at this point, let's just see what happens on this.
Would it be like another contested roll? Would we have to try and roll again? Sort of like, what did they play critical roll? Was it rollies?
Rollies, no, but it's not
Yeah.
rollies. So.
I believe you would win.
Yeah, this is it. Because
DC, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's like armor class. If you hit it, then you hit. Do you know what I mean?
Alright.
I remember that's how Cameron always used to run it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's because of rules or just how he did it.
You succeed with many of the targets incapacitated. If you succeed, the target of the specifies thing.
If the contestant roll in the tie, the situation remains the same as it was contested. Thus,
Yeah.
the contested might win by default. Yeah, so it is basically you didn't beat it. Is what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Same as saving throws, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So you go and grapple or go and try. Or this entity just tries to restrain Kane. It goes round and gets distracted by the mirror image, but then kind of grapples and breaks through just.
Okay.
Yeah, nearly. But yeah, unfortunately, doesn't do it.
Oh. I think that's all we can do. There's no bonus. Well, there is, but yeah, that's the end of both our turns.
Okay.
And I'll keep concentrating. Because I've not been hit. I'll keep concentrating on Sentry.
Okay. Cool. Not a problem at all. That is your go. Sentry, you're up. Athena, you're on deck.
Yeah, advantage. I'm gonna smack the dude in front of me, but I'm taking Great Weapon Master off.
It's advantage, isn't it?
Yep. 20 to hit.
Nah, that doesn't it? Yeah, of course it is. How do you want to do this?
With Tiger in front, I'll have sheathed the blade out, and again it would have pulsed with the energy, and I'll just spear through its centre gut line just towards Targo and slice up towards.
When Targo's hid behind a shield, like.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you see the figure just basically the shadow figure just splits in two. Targo, your shield almost takes the impact of some of whatever damage this is. It's like basically, you know, when you put a shield up to fire, it goes around it and then goes back into itself as it glows and throbs on the floor. This green energy and just evaporates into the snow.
Nice, and then I'll move 20 feet over here.
He's gonna get that crystal, boy. He's gonna get it.
How's he looking, Kane?
He's looking, it's fine.
Cool, okay.
Don't matter, grab it.
He's looking a little, he's got a few scars around, armour's a bit tattered, but besides that, pretty strong.
Cool, okay. I'm gonna try to strike out Dawnbreaker again. I've clicked, come on, advantage, flank, nice. God damn it, the one time I take off Great Weapon Master as well. Bollocks. Right, I gotta reroll a couple of the dice as well. 1, 2, 3 dice I get to reroll, because they roll 2, 1, 2, 3. All better, yeah! Okay, so, that one, plus 3, plus 3, and plus 3, because the other was 5. 3, 6, 9, added under that, 22, 30, 38.
Okay,
38.
have you cast any spells during this, just so I know?
No.
Good to know.
Shit!
What did you say the thing was to hit? Is it natural 20? So, 26.
But it may still hit.
Yeah. So.
This is it. So, I'm going to roll for that. Yep. A roll. No, it's 6. Or higher. No, go straight to him. So absolutely go straight through into the form of Kane as this blow just takes him back and gets up from whatever position he was in, regains himself, get blood straight from the cheek, kind of, you see him panting, just open-eyed. Not real reactions from him. You just see kind of this pure bloodlust. Yes, takes it damage. How much was it in total?
Oh.
39 was it? You said?
Hold on. That 22, 38. That was it.
38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
38.
Oh.
God damn it! If I'd have had my great weapon master as well, that would have been 48. Yeah. But I'm not strong enough. And if I had my regular strength, that would have been another 2.
Weapon master.
No. It just would have been another 10.
I was going to say that's even more.
Sentry OP.
It would have been 50 total if I had all my strength. and
Why did
great
it
weapon.
kick me out of the roll 20? What the fuck?
But that is.
The hit was so powerful, it kicked you out.
Yeah, I went back to the launch game screen. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the end of my turn though.
Sentry throws you through a monitor instead.
Jackal, you're up, and Kane's on deck.
Sweet.
Threw me through my internet router.
Athena is going to charge over. She would have moved over once and she can get the pounce. Does she get with advantage because of the way...
Yeah, absolutely, because you've got a huge direwolf behind.
Lovely. Well, she will attempt to make the pounce. So, power with advantage, 16 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Well, 4 slash engaged on him or mirror image, depending on which one it hits.
We're about to find out. You go straight towards it and you see the last remaining duplicate just drop out as the spell disintegrates, and you just see his form now, just in still, fractured form.
Nice. Cool.
Bless you.
Okay. I won't get my pounce because the wording specifically says the cat can make a bite attack against it.
Yes.
And I hit the mirror image. So
Exactly.
that is
Very
it.
nice, though.
So, but yeah, that'll be the end of Athena's turn.
Okay. Kane's go.
It's looking like that weird focus move. A dial big guy.
Well, I think he's gonna run away.
Well, just FYI, the frightened is gone now. It's,
It has, yeah.
because at the end of my turn it would have gone.
You see, again, a very familiar form of this kind of black shroud come from the base of Kane's figure, and you see Kane's form
Bam for
move towards Jackal's figure.
Is it a spell?
Just there. Bear with me.
Can I see him casting a spell?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to counter spell.
Oh!
You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
I ain't going nowhere.
Okay. Okay.
So literally, as soon as I see him casting that spell, as I'm concentrating on Sentry, I'm just going to whip a bit of black ichor towards Kane, and it's going to form like a black circle as it's going to absorb his energy of that spell.
Okay.
So it's going to take it away.
And as
Always
it
would count the
does,
spell.
you see
The other
the
hand.
shroud nearly take over the form of Kane as it drops, and your counter spell kicks in, and you just see it just wisp away. But then you see the center of the emblem in the crystal on the forehead go towards Sentry, but then looks back towards you, Oaklynn. And you now see with your passive, this is so difficult for this figure. It's almost pushing against gravity as it's trying not to turn around. You see the hand itself go up and point straight towards Sentry, but then you see the other hand kind of almost battling with itself and go straight towards you, Oaklynn, as that was you kind of casting that spell. You see this energy of black, dark ichor, more powerful than before, form in this hand of Kane. And it aims straight towards you.
Oh. Okay.
Ow!
Damn it! Should have let Jack take the hit. I'm joking.
Jack was hiding in a mountain.
He's being a puss.
No, he just weak. Bless his
I
heart.
need to find this out. Give me a sec.
I'm joking.
Oh fuck.
He's being a sneaky boy.
He's being a sneaky boy.
Nice to say
Sneaky
it.
boy.
Tension is killing me.
It might break his crystal though.
We're very close.
It's cracking.
It's
So
great.
it's just-
Crack-a-lack.
Fraser's just
It's
great.
Crack-a-lackin'.
We hit that shadow, whacked him.
Wait.
This is very important to find this out, by the way.
Oh.
What you looking for?
Created a
How?
Okay. Okay,
How do
so
you deal with
I'll put this
player
out to the open because I'm trying to figure it out. Because it doesn't give me on my sheet, I'm trying to figure out what the deck save, how to figure out a deck save. Because it doesn't give me it, I'm just trying to figure it out. Well, I can't tell you that, can I? That would be cheap.
No.
I'm just saying he's casting a spell, so whatever his what's his other saves that he did before? It was 16, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 16, but I worked that out separately.
The
That
that
was a legendary action, that wasn't a thing. Just give me a second.
do you know what his spellcasting ability modifier is, or what he uses for the spellcasting? Is it his intelligence, charisma, most likely whatever his highest is, other than obviously strength or dex?
Well, if it helps, he's a wizard, so I think it's
Yeah, it'll be intelligence then.
intelligence, yeah.
Yeah.
Intelligence plus, I'm trying to figure out what.
So it'll be his modifier, and then if he's
The 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your, in
Yeah.
this case, intelligence modifier.
yeah.
Just works it out from mine.
What was it, sorry?
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus
8,
his
did you
intelligence
say?
Modifier. 8, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 16. No, sorry, 15 for this one. Okay. Oaklynn. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my god. I like how we just hear it for
You and me, by the way.
Sorry, I'm a few. That's an 11. Unless there is some way I got advantage.
So,
Yeah.
give me a sec, let me read.
Flatback Friday.
That's
Oaklynn.
hello.
Don't. Oh my eye!
Okay. So, what happens is, you see the hand come out and aim straight towards you, as it is not Kane's form dictating the spell. But as it does, Oaklynn, the target casts Disintegrate.
Okay.
You take 72 points of force damage. bringing you to, I believe,
Nasty boy.
the end of your form. As everyone sees this, Oaklynn, you see
No!
in a matter of instant this form just blast this dark energy over as it ripples around Oaklynn's form, and as the smoke dissipates, Oaklynn is reduced
No!
to nothing but ash.
Oh, fuck! Oh no! Chloe.
That is where we're going to take a break for this, I believe. Good point to do it.
No!
We are recording again, guys. We return back to the battlefield, and unfortunately, we have our next casualty in Dungeon Delvers, which has not been easy for IRL and in campaign, but nonetheless, the battle stays on and continues nonetheless. Kane is going to end their go where they are, as they are completely bombed out of whatever they can use. And the shadow figures are gone, I believe. So next up, Saya, you're up, and Liara's on deck.
The question: what happens with Oaklynn's other creature thing?
With what, sorry?
The thing that
Oaklynn's
came out
other
of
creature.
You'll find out in a minute.
Okay, pass that. Seeing that happen, seeing one of his best friends, well, new best friends, go just completely get disintegrated, Saya will roar with like tears going down his eyes and just completely fucking go manic and charge at Kane, not caring about what Oaklynn's about not hurting him. He is dead set to murder this dude.
Okay.
And he charges at him and does an attack.
Okay, make an attack roll.
9 to hit. Oh, 18 to hit, sorry.
18 to hit, yeah, that absolutely hits.
Cool. So that's 6 slashing and 2 flame slash pheromite.
Let's have a look.
1 flame and 1 pheromite.
6 slashing and 2 flames, alright? So
1 flame and 1 pheromite.
1 flame and 1 pheromite. Okay, cool. So that's 6, 7. That's 8 points of hit. 8 points of damage. Cool.
And he'll do another one.
Yeah, you go straight in with the claws, starts ripping the armor apart, as you don't see any reaction from the body itself.
Yep, that's fine. 26 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
10 slashing and 6 flame slash pheromite.
Okay, so that's 16 points of damage. Again, you're ripping into it. At this point, the arm is coming down from that spell, as you just see, they're just taking the blows. Like, it's almost like there's, I don't want to say there's nothing left, but he's just taking every single blow.
And on that last hit, he'll put a brand on him.
Okay, no problem at all. He's now branded, which I'm guessing means if he makes attacks, he gets psychic damage or whatever it was.
Yes.
Cool.
That'll be the end of my turn.
You got a bonus action, by the way, Ollie?
Do I?
Yes.
Oh!
With the claws.
Oh, so I could do another one, yeah?
I know she didn't do it on the side.
Yeah, okay, I'll do one more then. But he's still got the brand. Get him! I want to kill him! 26 to hit!
Yeah, that hits.
I got the exact same rolls, what the fuck? 8 slashing and 2 flame slash pheromite.
Okay, 10 damage total. Nice. Great round. I mean, that's over 30 points of damage you've just done. That's ridiculous. Right.
At the end, he'll just shout and say, "You will pay!"
And you see towards the end of this, you do see the body not reacting, but you do see blood just trickling out the mouth and kind of like coughing and spluttering. There is no reaction going on.
Cool. That's the end of his turn. He's just completely engulfed in anger.
Okay. The auras go. And Jackal, you're on deck. Direwolf is going to make a attack with advantage for Pat Tactics.
Rawr.
I spelled wolf in the most weirdest way. I put wolf. Don't even know what that was. Right, attack with advantage, goes straight towards Kane. That is a 22 to hit
Yes.
for 9 piercing damage.
Kill this fucker.
So, you see the direwolf look towards the form of where Oaklynn once stood and look back, and you just see fangs come out and growl, and you just see, they see Saya opposite going in and tearing in, and the direwolf comes in, and you see these claws just grab the form, and they bite half of the form of Kane, grabs it in the throat and just rips and cracks the neck of this figure and launches it across, I would say, over maybe this direction, as Kane falls dead.
Saya will howl.
At this point,
Victory.
we are officially out of combat. So we bring ourselves back to the normal state, the non-combat phase, and we are almost coming out of this scenario, and we're not dismissing anything that's just happened. But as you guys see on the floor where Oaklynn once stood, you make your way over now, more closer, to see if there's anything left. Are you guys doing anything in this moment?
Saya will transform back into human and just kind of fall to his knees in front of like the pile of dust or whatever is left.
Yeah, absolutely. You can fall to your knees, not a problem.
He's just staring at it like in disbelief.
Now what is left there is there's no form to be seen. There is no body left. But what there is various items and books and bits that Oaklynn had on her. A pile on the floor.
Can Saya go through her books to find maybe a souvenir to keep?
You can start to, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of books does she have on her? Anything that
make an investigation check just very quickly with advantage. The rest of you, what are you doing? Just in this moment.
I will head over
Natural 20.
and pull out the mystery vial. It's now just an empty vial because it was used prior. Put it over, hand it over to Saya. Just sort of say to keep part of her at least.
Okay. He'll take it and he'll kind of scrape some into the vial and put like a plug on it, and I got a natural 20 by the way for investigation.
Okay. So, I believe Oaklynn will tell you what she has. You find everything. There's no doubt, no bones about it. You literally find everything on the floor that she once owned, including bits of spellbook, tomes, all sorts of trinkets and things that combine to make potions and spells and things. But yeah, it's all there in front of you. You'll get a list of bits. What are you in particular? What would you take from these? What are you looking for in particular? Just anything, or?
I always noticed that Willow would be reading a certain book whenever we were traveling, and he always found it kind of weird. So he wants to learn what was so enthralling about this book she was reading constantly, like the spell book.
Yep.
And he'll ruffle around. He would know what it would look like since he's seen it every single time we've gone traveling.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
And he'll pick it up and just think to himself, there's got to be something that's so enthralling. And he'll put it in his inventory.
That's my dogs barking, they know something's up.
They know. Yeah, they know something's happened. They know something's happened.
Yeah, my dogs have come running over. They know something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. There's no problem at all.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes that book and he obviously puts some of the remains into the vial, and he plugs it up and also puts that in his pocket. Are there any bits of clothing left or anything? Or no? Or is it just all dust?
So, just reading the spell out, it's mainly items that the person possessed doesn't disintegrate with it. But I will say that I think it's...
Just because he wants to kind of do a similar thing that with...
And everything it's wearing and carrying, except for magical items, are reduced.
Okay,
so yeah.
So there'll be a little bit
that she
closer.
had on. That was wrapped
So-
around the horns. Is that still there?
It's a very good question.
Part of that, though, isn't it? Well, in any case, I just want a bit of cloth. Basically, I'm going to do the same thing we did with Salvation,
Okay.
and wrap it around where just above where Salvation's.
Everything you find on the floor is turned to dust, is a pile of ash.
Oh,
The only
okay.
items that are still there are magical items, such as things that she needed for combining the books and things that did have spell or elements to it.
Okay, well, he's got the book that she always read, so that'll be enough for him.
You can definitely have that in your equipment.
And he'll just look as he walks back to the rest of the party.
You do find a pendant and necklace on the, I think it's described to you. And there are a few other materials down there. Obviously, you've got the book with the photo.
Okay, and if we're still doing with it, I'll pick up the necklace and I'll walk over.
Yeah.
Did I see where Jackal went? Like at least the direction.
No one did with that stealth check, unless
Okay,
you roll.
well-
You can roll perception if you want to find him.
Okay, I'll roll perception, and if it doesn't work, I'll just shout out for him.
I think I would say that Sentry probably does, but you two were too entailed in battle. Unless you make yourself known. Jackal, are you stepping out from your rock, or are you still hiding?
Yeah, so I was just waiting for everyone to do their bit
Okay.
and then say what Jackal would be doing.
Yeah. So this is all happening at once. So Sayer's gone over. Yeah. All of you are free to move and go where you wish.
Yeah. Well, if I see Jackal come out, I'll walk over to him and hand him Oaklynn's pendant necklace.
This would have happened whilst you would have been searching through simultaneously. I was just
Yeah.
letting everyone say their bits, and it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
all happen
Okay.
at once
Sorry.
and get mashed. Seeing Oaklynn disintegrate, Athena already she would let out like a massive cat roar, and then almost go to like sniff and paw and scratch at where Oaklynn fell, really confused, not sure what's going on, and anyone nearby would start to hear whimpers and whining coming from Athena. And then if people were looking around for Jackal from the distance, you'd see him quite weak and frail looking come from where he was hidden, walking over, hobbling towards where Oaklynn fell, as he would approach, probably at the time while Sayers was investigating. And as he approached, you'd see probably the first sign of strong emotion from Jackal, and you'd see tears running down from both eyes, down his mask, as he almost drops to one knee, sort of really trying to hold himself together, and he's going to look up towards the sky. Athena will drop down and lie where Oaklynn fell, and she's still whimpering and whining, and whether it will work or not, Jackal's not sure, but as he's a phantom rogue, he's going to try and do it anyway, having some dimple and deciphering with the dead and with souls and things like that. He's going to look up to the sky, and under his breath he's going to mutter, "I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you, Oaklynn. and he's really struggling. Please look after Mom and Sister up there. I'm so sorry. I couldn't do it. And he's going to try to get that to reach Oaklynn's soul, as I'd assume it's parting. And yeah, Jackal right now and Athena are just a sort of emotional wreck, not really knowing what to do.
And you do see Athena's form kind of going around that pile, almost looking for something that can't be found. In this very primal sense that a cat does, that doesn't know what it's looking for, but can smell, and just pouring through the snow and a bit of the dust and ash and just bits of pile of items, and not sure what's going on.
Sayre will, as he sees Jackal on his knees, he'll put his hand on his shoulder just to get his attention, and then hand him the necklace or pendant that Oaklynn had, that he found when going through her stuff. And they will say, I think you deserve this more than any of us, since you knew her infinitely longer than we did.
Say, I made a promise to protect her, to look after her. We'd look after each other, and I failed her.
You did what you could. That's the best you could do. It's not your fault.
Whilst this is happening, Jackal will take the necklace, wrap it like around his hand, and put it into a fist, and like put it up against his armor plate, by where his heart would be, as he then just looks back down to where Oaklynn was disintegrated. Again, still tears running down him. One hand on Athena as well, as we're both just sort of distraught, looking at where she fell.
Okay.
I doubt she would have any hard feelings against you. You don't beat yourself up again. You just don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault. Not any of our fault. We all did what we could. We're all helping each other. It's just the world we live in.
Whilst this is happening, I sort of pull open my coat a little bit and reveal a brooch. That, again, it's the logo with Helm. And I take that off and I hand it over, or put my hand out to Jackal and say, sorry, I couldn't protect her, but where she is now, she'll be safe. And pass him the brooch if he takes it.
I appreciate all of this, guys, but Oaklynn was one of us. She was a part of the team as much as she was family to me. She was family to you guys too. It wouldn't be fair if I took everything. We all need a way to remember her. She protected and was one of this family as much as all of us, and for that she deserves to live in all of our memory.
So we'll get out the little vial that he put the remains in, and say to Jackal, the least we could do is give this to her family. She's had a brother, right?
Jackal will just gently nod.
Well, I don't see anything else we should do with this. And he'll quickly put it back into his coat pocket, safe, and zip it up just so it won't go anywhere. And he'll pop the spell book with the picture of her family on it. I'm assuming the picture of the family has the brother on it. Just assuming that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I do. So, oh, it doesn't. She shook her head. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, no. Yeah. Wait, did you say? What did you say then? Brother.
Well, what were the family members on the? On the
not all of them.
We know of Brother Owen. She did. I've got it in my notes. So
Mother,
she's
father, and her as baby.
Yeah,
okay.
that was it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sayre knows that she has a brother because we've talked about it. a couple of dozen. She's contacted him, and he knows that there's some family at least out there somewhere. So he'll keep a mental note of that. It's like, well, if I ever find out, I'll have to hand this to them because who else will take it? I don't want to just have this be meaningless. I guess after we'll leave like a morning silence for a bit, and I'll see if I can help Jekyll up to his feet if he's ready.
Okay. You can absolutely do that.
Will you let me, Jekyll?
Sentry, what are you doing in this moment?
Yeah, so the in my large form, I've gone across the material components. I don't know if they would have been blipped out and scattered. Fraser.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, they would all.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. In that case, he'll search through the materials first, and carve up the colourful amber pieces, and put them back in the slot where a makeshift scrumpled note is, and put them there, and he'll begin to pick up each of the material pieces.
Okay. Yep.
And slowly but surely also diminish back down in size.
Yeah, that would have started to wear off. How long is that? 10 minutes, you say?
10 minutes, yeah.
The 10 minutes wouldn't have been up just yet, but you can slowly.
Oh yeah, no, I mean over the course or whatever, yeah.
Okay. What are you doing, Targo? Just in this moment while this is all happening.
As everybody's got a little bit closer together, and everyone just sort of sees from herself a surge of blue energy. It'll heal everybody in the area that's still alive for 16 points. I cast massive.
Nice.
Right, what does that do?
So it'll just heal you for 16 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
As Saya is about to help Jackal up, Jackal is going to reach into his coat on his armor, and he's going to unsatchel a knife within its sheath, and he's going to lay it down gently into the snow where Oaklynn fell, and say, Oaklynn, I think we're going to have to go now, but I'll always be with you, and hopefully you'll always be with me. As Jackal leaves behind his Harper affiliated knife onto the ground where Oaklynn was, and he's going to try and look for Oaklynn's Harper related item, and if he can, he's going to take that and put it or try and fix it to where his knife was.
Okay, you can definitely do that. You search for it and you take all the you do find the Harper dagger, and you do have it in your possession.
Cool. Almost leaving
it's a letter opener, yeah. So it looks like a dagger.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jack will leave a piece of him behind to be with Oaklynn, and then take a piece of Oaklynn with him.
Very nice. And as this is all happening, Jackal, do you have the pendant that Saya has given you?
Yeah, it would still be sort of pressed against by where his heart is at the moment, with Jackal still on the floor.
Okay. It happens momentarily, but after the pendant's been passed over to you, and Oaklynn's body's definitely deceased, you do see the entity that is once standing there starts to almost... It just goes to a almost idle mode as the arms and legs just dangle. The form itself is still smoking and flickering and just being this still entity. And how close are you to the entity right now? Because the entity's where it was. So are you still by Oaklynn's body, or are you moving away now?
Still by Oaklynn's body at the moment.
Yeah, I think me and Jackal.
You see very slightly, so as you've pressed this against your chest, you do see coming from this entity just a slither. It's almost like a train, like a trail. And it's like this thin line of just energy just starts to slowly move towards the pendant. Are you doing anything as this happens?
No. It actually, with the thin line moving towards the pendant, Jack will trust it and gently, still almost a bit emotionally reluctant, but just slightly hold the pendant out, still wrapped around.
You hold it out, dangling.
You
you see the breeze of the wind now, obviously the snow flurrying around, and you hold it out, and it obviously moves with the wind, but it also moves within the pendant, and you see it kind of just absorb, and it just makes a very slight crackle as it opens and goes inside, and you see the form of this shadow figure just slowly start to shrink and shrink in size as it just slowly starts to enter this pendant. And eventually, it takes a few seconds, it goes. You are aware that the entity is within this somewhere, but it still exists within.
With the entity absorbing into the necklace, Jackal once again will grab it with two hands, holding it out, and then gently bring it in towards him, holding it against his chest for a good few seconds, and just look up to the sky, and just under his breath again, just mutter, "I'm glad you're with me," as he will then start to wrap it around his wrist and tie it really nice and tight and secure, and then again just placing his arm back against his chest before seeking Sayer's help to get back to his feet.
Absolutely. And as this is happening, you obviously get help from Sentry, and then I assume Sentry, that's where you move over towards. Okay.
Sentries avoiding being too close to the others. Staying separate for the most part, but he'll have gone across to Kane, yeah.
Okay. And you go over to the body of Kane. It is a bloody mess.
A pulse.
Make a medicine check.
Am I able to use no. Am I able to use my herbalism kit knowledge, or
no? This is more general figuring out if someone's alive or not.
18.
18. You place your
fuck's sake, it's glitched.
Hand more around the neck, which looks really, really bad. It's still almost gushing blood, and there's definite some sort of permanent damage going on the chest area from where the wolf had maybe broke some bones. You place your hand around the neck, and you wait a second, and it's ever so faint, but you can feel something. Very slow pulse, slowing down, slower.
The wound-bind poultice. I'll put it up to cover the neck wound, whilst also ejecting out my shackle net to tie him up round, so healing him to not be dying, but also having him thoroughly bound and restrained.
Okay.
Will Saya or Jackal see this at all? Sentry over near the body doing stuff.
You would definitely see this, yeah.
Saya notices what he's doing and runs over, shouting at Sentry, saying, "What the fuck are you doing? He killed Oaklynn! Why would you help him?"
The last again, whilst putting the mortar and leaves up against, the last request was that he at least be kept alive someone. If there's one of us who may know where the rest of her kin lie, it may be him. If you can help, just hold him down to get the gem out of his head would probably be best.
Not Sentry, I forgot my own character's name. Saya will stand there thinking for a moment, just like thinking what she had said before the fight, because there's been so much like shit going and he'll just, without any warning,
I was going to say, I've got a keen eye on.
Yeah, he'll quickly grip onto the crystal onto his head and start yanking, pulling it back to try and dislodge it and break it off of his head.
Okay. Are you talking about the crystal on the forehead?
Yes.
As you go over, both of you see this now. There is almost an indented incision in the forehead of where the crystal once was, and it is now on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sorry, that was quite a big bit. Sorry, Mr. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
The crystal when he died, or going down essentially, life is being drawn from him.
It's flung from him.
Is gone.
So he's unconscious right now, then?
Yes. Do you apply the healing, Sentry?
Yeah.
Okay, roll for hit points, please.
Yeah. So D4, because I only got minor components. Donk. It's 4.
4. Okay. Slowly but surely you apply the mixture, and
He is bound.
yeah, and imbue. Yeah. He is bound. Yeah, so he's definitely
cool.
And you do feel life come back to this form very slowly, very faintly, but it is definitely there.
I'll look back up towards Saya and give him a knowing nod back, and whilst looking past him as well towards Jackal. How are you looking, Jackal, for this? Not hit point wise, but like towards the gent at the moment.
You could probably get the sense that although Jackal's now on his feet, almost struggling a bit on his feet, he's not really noticing what's going on with you and Sayer at the moment. He's still too caught up with where Oaklynn was, still in that moment at the moment.
Okay.
Sayer will look up at Centra, and when you said you looked at me and nodded. Sayer's just kind of scowling down at the body, just not trusting a single word. Like he it's almost like he's blanked out what Willow said about him, and he'll kind of under his breath, kind of hoping that Sentry will hear him, says, "If he does anything even slightly wrong, he will go down and by my hand." And he'll kind of storm off, kind of like a bit of an angry teenager.
Okay.
Back to Jackal to help him. Just if he needs anything.
Whilst he's netted there as well and starting to make any kind of come to whatever he was using as his focus in hand or on him to cast out, I'll reach for and remove off him as well, just to have with me.
Yep.
Mum asking what it is, actually.
What was it you're trying to do? Sorry, my mind's elsewhere.
It's right, yeah.
We're all just like emotionally, but
yeah.
The his spellcasting focus. I don't know if he, to be fair, was using a focus or if he was using material spread.
So what you saw from Kane's form is that most of the arcane energy you saw every time he cast a spell was from that crystal.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. In that case, I'll searched over him then, just to see if there was any other spellcasting of sorts, because I know Oaklynn said he was a spellcaster. So
yeah, make an investigation check.
Don't you go anywhere. 16.
16. You do find numerous amounts of things on Kane's person, whether it be bloodied or battered in some way. Let me just give me a sec just to find out. You find a series of knives, small daggers, 5 in particular. You find different disguise kits within the pack as well. Just give me a second. Sorry, I'm just going to my notes. Give me a sec.
So good.
Is anybody else doing anything while this is happening? Just so I'll go. So we'll read those.
Just over with
just anything small. Okay, cool. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I'll be, if possible, examining the crystal, because again, my arcane focus is the small blue crystal that's in the bracelet that's on my forearm. So I'm just sort of examining the crystal and seeing if it's similar to the one that sort of powers my magical abilities.
Okay, make an Arcana check for me. You do pick it up. Place it in your hand. Is anybody else stopping him from picking it up, or is he free to do it himself?
I'd be busy probably, so.
Yeah. What did you get?
We rolled an 8.
It's very strange. It's slightly cracked on one of the edges with a bezel. It's almost like it's gone from the edge to the middle, like a very small lightning bolt. I'm not sure how this works just yet, but it doesn't resemble anything in your mind.
I'll look around. If nobody's looking, I'll put it in my pocket. If someone's looking, I'll ask if it's okay for me to take it and examine it further.
Make a sleight of hand check. Everyone makes a perception, just so I know. Or who's looking around? Whoever's looking around, make perception.
Okay. I got
The rest of these, yeah, okay.
3-6 on.
I will say that no one really sees you. Jackal, you do get a glimpse of this.
Hmm.
If you do anything, are you just staying there, just not doing anything? Obviously, you're feeling very tired, Jackal. It was in your body's almost, broken in many ways.
Yeah, Jackal right now has gone through probably emotional and physical hell. So, right now, just anything else going on around him, he's not too phased about. No matter really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Saya will put his backpack and he will take off his box pelt around his waist and kind of lay down and sit down.
Okay.
And say to, well, if you want to rest, it's completely fine with me. And that goes for the rest of you. We've had a hell of a day. I think we deserve some kind of way to slow down, just for once in our lives.
I think a rest will be right for now before we continue on. That's for sure.
Sentry, with that investigation check. Oh, sorry, who's investigating? It was Sentry. You do find, with a 16, you do find within the clothing, just behind one of the robes, you push it to one side, and you do see on some of the simple robes an emblem of sorts. You've not really seen this before, but it's almost an emblem of... You've seen similar on Jackal, maybe possibly a guild or some sort of school. You're not quite sure.
Cool. Anything else on him, or
besides the weapons and the disguise kits? He's stripped clean of any personal belongings that you think that would be on him.
Okay, cool. Nothing's spells. That's fine then. Cool. Yeah. I'll just sit with him for the minute, just whilst we're all taking a rest at the minute.
Cool. You do see at this point, Liara.
I was just about to say, what's she doing?
She's basically, as this has happened, you've seen her inspect the shadow figure, kind of like prowling. But as soon as you saw the figure, the shadow element go into the amulet, the figure kind of just goes away, and the direwolf starts to walk away, just like looking around, giving a sniff to the air, just clearing the area. And then as this scene kind of comes to a bit of a close, where you see you guys looking around, Liara comes to the middle of you and looks back, and shape changes back into Liara's form, elf, beautiful. And the rest of you do see this. I'll show you this. I've got a handout for you, just so you know what she looks like. So it should be in all of your journals. This beautiful elven woman in these thick winter clothes
Oh damn!
Stands before you and looks towards you, Jackal, and just kind of drops to one knee next to you and goes, "I understand this. Did she mean a lot to you?"
She was like a sister to me.
A sister, you say?
Long ago, I lost my real sister, and for years I was lost, and until I met Oaklynn, and she filled that void. She looked after me. She looked out for us, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do without her now. We promised we'd always have each other's backs, and now look, I've failed.
She kind of gets closer to your face and brings her hand around the back of your head and tilts your head so you're looking in direct eye contact. And this is a very gentle movement, there's no force about it, it's very soft, the hands feel soft on your face, the wind is currently blowing through. And she kind of looks directly in your eyes and she goes, "You have not failed, son of Vendilion. This is a step we all must learn. A step that is necessary for the good of what we are trying to do here. And now I know this loss is great for you and your friends. But we need you now more than we've ever needed you, and if this is not proof, then I do not know what is."
Those are very wise words, my lady, but first my mother and my sister, then Sal, and now Oaklynn of all people. If I can't protect them, then how can I protect anyone else?
She places your hand open palm in front of you, and as she does, she wafts her hand very gently in front of you. And on your palm, there begins to summon some sort of ice figure in a ball, and as it crafts with the finger, she starts crafting this very small figurine, and it takes moments to do. But this figurine resembles Oaklynn's form. And she clicks her fingers, and this iced figure suddenly becomes crystallized. And she grabs your hand around and places it back and towards you. And she goes, and she looks straight into your eyes once more and says, "We never forget those who have lost. We never forget those who have changed our lives. We never forget those who have made an impact and changed ourselves for good. If not do this for Oaklynn, do this for us. She will always be there with you, as we will. We have battles ahead of us, son of Vendilion. They are not going to be pretty. We are going to possibly lose more than we bargained for, as I have, as you will, as these will. But as soon as this is done, we can make peace. Not just with ourselves, but with all of us. And we will come together once more, and we will reunite. And this will never happen again."
Jackal, looking down at the statue that beautiful lady has just created, he'll sit there and comprehend her words as a couple of moments go by, and a singular tear starts to go down his face once again, as he will look back up into Liara's eyes and say, "My lady, this is beautiful. Thank you. I know if Oaklynn were here, then she would have loved to see this for herself. This magic of yours. Wow. You're right. I need to do this for us and for Oaklynn. It's what she would have wanted, and I only wish that she was still here for this."
She kind of stops you in your tracks and kind of brings your attention closer again and goes, "But you are wrong. No one ever leaves us. Not really. She's here. She knows your deeds, and she knows what you're about to do. If not now, closer than ever. And you talk about family, and I know you have gone through such loss. Take a look around, son of Vandilia. You have a family here. Keep them close.
Sayer will kind of like reach over and place his hand on Jackal. You can tell he's like he's trying to do the man up thing and hold back his tears, but he's doing a terrible job at it. And he's like he says to Jackal, "I'm sure she's proud of you, man. I don't see why she wouldn't be. You did everything you could to protect her. I bet even you can't think of something else you could have done. It's just, like I said, well, we live in. But you've got a part of her, I've got a part of her. She'll live on in memories. That's just... I suppose that's something you've got to get used to. You never know. Any minute of any day, any of us could go. We have to be prepared for something like that to happen. And it may not get any easier, but it's just something we have to do in this climate. At least we have a way to keep her in memories. Not everyone leaves something behind. Not everyone has possessions that they're willing to give us. She had a lot of things she wanted to do. We can easily fulfill those things for her. We can easily give these remains to her remaining family. We could easily read the books that she hadn't finished yet. Not everyone can say that. For now, we should just sit down, think of her, and carry on what we need to do. I doubt she would want us to come this far and fail at what we're doing. And he'll release his hand off of him and kind of put his, because he's got a hooded on his jacket, he'll put it over his eyes and just kind of slump down into his bag, out, and just try to get some rest while kind of trying to hold back tears. But he'll allow me to cheat in.
Okay, absolutely. Is anybody doing anything else in this moment of emotion?
Jackal, are you still sort of knelt down crying, or...?
No, at this point, Jackal is stood up and he's with Lady Liara and, of course, close to Sayer, as he's gone to go and sit down. And at this point, you can still see he's not as tearful as he was before, but you could see where probably Lady Liara and Sayer's words have gotten to him and touched him. That a couple more singular tears have flown. As he's sort of looking down, hearing Liara's words about Oaklynn always being with us. He's looking down at Oaklynn's necklace, and that's how you'll find him.
I was going to say, if you were knelt down, one of my dogs sort of rolls over and just starts to lick your face as if to lick the tears. Just to say, don't cry, it's okay. It's not like a dead sloppy lick like he's happy to see you, it's just trying to stop the tears from dripping all the way down.
Yeah. As one of your dogs come over, Jackal will almost kneel down and stroke it for a bit of comfort. Again, being by Athena, like one hand on the dog, the other hand, giving Athena a good rub. Probably still with her in a bit of a distraught mess as well.
Athena's not left your side more than 5 feet since this has happened.
And another dog sort of gone over and sat down by Sayer. Sayer said he's not crying, but this dog's just gone and sat down by Sayer and give him a bit of company.
Okay. Sayer will look at the dog kind of in the eyes, I suppose. And none of you really kind of get what he's thinking, but he's just kind of in deep thought, thinking about something. His past, and he grips his pelt, and then just goes back to just kind of trying to rest. In deep thought.
Who's holding the crystal? Is it you, Target?
Yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, natural 20, 27.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Would
You almost feel as you're holding it in your palm, and you feel kind of a pulse just go through your hand and your forearm as it reaches almost your chest, and your form almost becomes a bit numb, and then it just drops out, and then you drop the crystal with it as your reflex, and it falls on the floor. But with a natural 20, what I will give you is that as you have been in this form, in this whatever it was, try to do whatever it was, your mind just went blank for a second, and then you opened your eyes and then shut them again, and in a faint second of a moment, you saw a snake, nearly 12 foot tall, white fangs, white body, and red piercing eyes. Just gone.
I say sort of drop the gem and
Falls on the floor.
I'm quite a pale guy as it is, being a snow elf, but Targo looks pale. For as pale as a snow elf can look.
Jackal, you'd see this, and Sentry and Sayer, you would also see this.
What's that you dropped it? Sorry,
You just dropped it, yeah. And made just like it's like a twitch, like there would have been some sort of noise, like that, and then just dropped it on the floor.
Whatever is controlling that gem, was controlling Kane. It's just tried, I guess, to take over me. And I'm saying this to the party. Whatever it is, I don't know if this is relevant to you, if you recognise it, but there was a white snake about 10, 12 feet. That can get any bells of any of you?
I would ask, what's the name? Leona? Is it Leona? I always say it wrong. Lara.
Yeah, they are.
I would ask Lara if you'd inspect it, but equally, I think having another powerful mage under its influence wouldn't be very beneficial. Perhaps we leave it here in the snow.
Can't
Maybe
wait just for somebody else to come and pick up. Never know who might come across it. Is there a way we can completely destroy it?
I don't think anyone's got Dispel. The only person who would have had Dispel would have been Oaklynn, I think. Unless Leara has it, yeah.
I know of that spell, I don't have it prepared.
Hmm.
Maybe we don't need to dispel it, maybe we can just smash it into a million pieces.
Magic stuff. Pretty hard to break. Well, we'll rest up and then decide what we do afterwards. Just keep a wide berth to it.
Again, would I have known it's because I had it in my hand that it tried to take over, but if I had it in a cloth or in a bag and nobody was actually touching it, it'd be okay.
It's interesting because you're not too sure if it's skin that it's reacting to, or the fact that it's just a powerful entity that maybe it could be in a radius. You'd think that it might be, if it's touching bare skin, that might make a difference. You don't know until you try.
Okay.
I was going to say, did you have it in your pocket, Targo? Or where you hold it in your hand? Yeah.
Hold it in my hand, yeah. So I'd put it in my pocket, but I'd kept my hand in my pocket, keeping hold of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that would actually...
Again, I'm going to turn around to the party and say, maybe if we put it in a bag, nobody touches it until we can dispel it, then at least we know it's destroyed for good. Again, I don't know if that will try and take over us, or whether it'll only take over us if we're touching it.
Well, are you strong of mind?
I am, I guess.
Rest here. Find out possibly from Kane when he comes through, if he can, any information on it, and then if we don't get in, then try the bag idea. Because we can't leave it here.
Okay. So you all gather your thoughts. This event happens, and we all kind of contemplate what happens within this small battle. And you see Leora just get back to her feet and almost reach a hand out as Jackal. I'm guessing you're still on the floor. Are you you up on your feet, or are you on the floor still?
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. We were down, then we got up, and then we went back down to look after Athena and the Huskies.
Yeah. So are you standing currently, or are you on the floor?
Sorry, yeah, down.
So Leora will place a hand out and look at you and give you a smile and go, "We've got a little bit to go yet. Come, let's rest."
Jackal will give a acknowledging nod as he looks down to Oaklynn's almost deathbed, I guess you could say, one last time, and looks towards the bracelet.
And as you do, as you see the kind of where Oaklynn fell, because the wind's been picking up, you can see now it's dispersed a little bit, and it's almost just floating away in the air. It's not stationary. It's moving around into the atmosphere. You can see it as it's almost leaving.
Jackal will then take Leora's hand and get onto his feet.
Okay, you get up with a bit of, obviously, your weakness, get to 1 feet, and Leora kind of looks at you and goes, "Right, we will rest up down here, I believe. We're not too far from the city. You guys look like you do need a rest, whereas I will keep watch."
Thank you, Leora. Your words have brought great warmth to me, and your aid here goes appreciated by us all. Well, I don't even know how to thank you for this.
Don't thank me. Thank me when we win.
As Jackal will give her a firm nod as he then begins to try and wipe away the tears, and he will begin to follow Leora to the rest spot.
Okay.
Fraser, I don't know if you'll let me do this because the spell says I technically need to touch an object, but would I be able to cast light in the middle of the ashes that are going around with the wind?
For flavour purposes, I would say that you you could cast it light on an object. So I would say that you place your hand around the elements that are floating around, and yeah. Are you casting it on the ashes?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do is you see Targo place his hand around where the ashes are flying, and then you emulate the spell. It comes straight through your hand, and as you do, the sudden bits of just ash and just dust that are floating away suddenly turn into little fireflies, just dancing around as they do drift, very similar to the rest, and disperse into the atmosphere.
I was going to say it would look a lot like, fire pits when they like occasionally kind of cave in and it kicks up a bunch of
That's
the
it, yeah. That's the one.
embers from it, and that just like spirals around. Yeah, very pretty.
Like little embers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very pretty.
And with that, and as we say goodbye to Willow, and final farewells as the party makes their way over and follows Liara to some sort of salvation. Excuse the pun, that was a terrible pun. Why did I even say that?
Shoot the man.
Oh god, terrible. We will see you again next time.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye for now.